I just heard this ping sound.
That was entirely ghosty. Well back.
Oh, I'm back, yeah. Normally, my disconnections are just like spontaneous and last like several seconds. You know, some time ago I had some issues because of my PC overheating, but I think I solved them because I just removed all the dust inside of my PC. But I can't really fix my just random disconnections. Hey Shonu, and thank you very much Shonu. I got a 10, that's neat.
But the last
Anyway, speaking of internet fame, I actually uploaded the FF4 playthrough of mine to YouTube, and I'm just gonna release it in like, I don't know, like once a day or so. So, if you're on it, you're probably gonna be excessively famous in like a matter of days, if not weeks. So, good for you.
Yay.
Hey Fuzzy. Well, this isn't really a
no.
one, it's just a playthrough. Well, I think I'm already gonna do that, no matter what. It seems like a pretty nice idea and you shouldn't even talk about it because somebody might steal my idea, so please keep it to yourself. I already decided to do that, but, you know, I'm afraid somebody might plagiarize my, my YouTube video ideas, so,
it's my idea.
well, it's your
I'm
idea,
gonna ban him.
but it seems like you're fine with me doing it, right? I mean, you could do it yourself, but I guess I'm gonna do it as well. Anyway, so I don't know when I should stop grinding, but I think maybe it's the right time to do that.
When the music stops.
Isn't there a game called Musical Chairs that has like that plot for like music stopping? And hey, thank you very much, David. Merci beaucoup.
Merci Kabul.
Can't speak any French.
Well, you can learn
Hey,
French.
it's better than nothing. Do you have a sub sound
No.
for your notification? Because I don't. Okay. Yeah, I obviously can't hear it if there was one.
It's all very silent, but I think I just got it like last time I streamed, and I had this interesting idea of this slow one for April Fools, and I kind of like it now. So I guess I'm just gonna stick with it.
Could I make a suggestion
Sure you can.
for your So now that you've got a sub notification on screen, you need a sound to go with it, don't you? What would be a good sound?
I don't
Yeah,
really
there
like
could be-
sounds.
One could be a goat. One could be someone burping, possibly, because I think that would be funny.
You know,
And I
I
don't
think
know,
these are all bad suggestions. There are only going to be 2 anyway, right? Resubs and...
Yeah, I don't
Probably
really
just
want to
a-
go
yeah, yeah.
sports. I think,
voice clips of your voice,
I don't know.
like, what's that?
Yeah, maybe in the future, I don't know. I don't want to
Or the
scare anyone.
you could do the fungor.
This
Do the
is,
fungor.
yeah,
Yeah, the fun.
but that's like too many spooky sounds. I could maybe like make that for something else. It's, I don't know.
I think it might.
Or do your eyes on me, part of your eyes on me excerpt or something like that.
That's also disruptive, don't you think?
Well, I mean, having a giant fucking birthday Tom Brio.
It's already quite disruptive already.
That's not
okay.
disruptive. That's cute. Also, this boss looks different, as I said. It also has a different name. It's called Exadium Scorpion. You know, in FF8, there's this boss called Exadium 32 that you fight in Dolid. This optional spider crab thing. And in this game now, in this mod, it's called Exadium Scorpion. Also, why am I talking like the time is running? It's like on a Friday and the time is ticking, and I still haven't chosen what seat I'm gonna take. So
So I think if he designed this after the FF,
yeah, I think kinda.
almost guaranteed it.
SegaChief kinda likes that boss, I was told. Oh my god, and I'm poisoned again. I think I remember why this mod is difficult.
Teresa, this.
Yeah, I mean this isn't quite a primordial hardcore mod. I guess it's like harder, but it's not really hardcore. It just has a lot of extra content, but not primarily to make the game much harder. Even though I guess the game is harder, it's not the main focus of this mod.
I do like the added effect of poison because you know a scorpion poisoning you. Well,
Yeah, I guess it makes
stinging you,
sense.
poisoning you, so that's cool.
Can
Yeah.
I just stop everybody like right for a second? Everybody's noticing this patch. The
no.
patch on Barrett's arm, right? That hasn't.
Yeah, there's something on his arm, but
Not something. It's just where the poison's not that patchless.
It's
Isn't
a
that-
tattoo.
yeah,
Tattoos never glow.
I don't even know what it's supposed to represent though. Also, I think last time I played this mod, I attacked in his face and I just died, so I guess I'm not gonna do this time. You know, I've learned something from my playthroughs, you might argue, if you're
It says
really...
attack while it's tail up. That's
Yeah, last time I did this, I just died, so... I don't know, maybe I
the
learned
first time
something.
I played.
I think
Well,
also he has
tailed
like...
up, and I was like, okay.
I think this enemy also has like 3000 HP, so I don't really know how long this takes, but I'm sure it takes like a long time.
So apparently there's pictures of Barrett's tattoo, but they don't look like the one on his arm, which is weird.
I don't actually know what it's supposed to represent either too. Interesting.
Also,
I mean, I thought it looked like a bomb, like the enemy, but
in the PC version, it does. In the
you keep cutting out OCT when you try to finish something. You keep cutting out.
hang on, because of messing with you.
Messing with what?
Microphone
Yeah, have a look. It
settings.
looks.
With a cleaver, I guess that could be true. Oh, actually, I think that was Gyrov's hardcore mods. Do you mean in the Northern Cave? There was an option to boss in Gyrov's hardcore mods called Omega, but I don't think in this mod. Quel est ce mode déjà? En fond, c'est une modification qui s'appelle New Threat Mod. C'est une mod d'un jaune qui s'appelle SegaChief. Et c'est une mod qui essaie de faire des jeux peu difficiles, mais aussi il donne plusieurs sidequests et autres ennemis et stuff comme ça. Des choses comme ça. Oh, the save point is removed. Interesting.
Sorry, that was a reference to the food channel, as we all know.
Is that actually the like global emote? The cheese?
Stinky cheeses, yes.
Oh, I see. You know, I was watching the
Well,
food
you-
channel again, and they had like an episode with Jack and Julia, and
Yeah.
they had like some interesting emotes, like butter and hey Yasmats, how are you?
Hey Yasma, it's an emote?
No, that's just something I said to my chat.
Sorry. I'm joking. Oh yeah, so I found it cool what happens when you talk to Jesse.
You didn't find out
No, I did find out.
eventually.
That's why I think it's cool that what happens happens.
Maybe I shouldn't have taken so much time on this because, you know, I already am quite several minutes behind on my schedule. Like, if the timer runs out, you still get him over, I believe. So, this is a bit bad, actually. But oh well. Hey Wavenix. Oh, you can't tell how you are yet? Interesting. Like, do you have like a throat ache, or do you have any obvious physical complaints? Because if you don't, you're probably not too bad.
Are your tonsils hanging out of the mouth? If they're not, then you're probably fine.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. If you're not in physical pain when you wake up, that's already a somewhat good sign, isn't it?
I think so. I wouldn't go by my assumptions, though.
So interestingly, I actually haven't even died yet. I mean, I died like because I didn't really know what I was
I was
doing.
about to say, you did die. You died,
Well,
like,
that was kind of
3
intentional,
seconds
wasn't
out.
it?
No.
So, though, I'm gonna call it that. I didn't really die accidentally. So yeah, in this mod you actually fight Guard Scorpion twice, even though the second time isn't... I mean, at least twice. I don't want to really give away too much, but
No,
Spoiler.
you just did.
Spoilers.
well, I mean, you fought him already 2 times, and normally you only fight him once, and that's that. But because SegaChief has an obsession with Guard Scorpion, you see him many, many times in this mod.
Many times.
Very many times, like,
Many times.
That's quite a lot of times, yeah.
at least twice. So much we can
At
say.
least.
Does Aerith die? Actually, that's an interesting question, because, you know, last time I played this mod, it didn't make any sense how Aerith goes about her demise. You know, she just didn't die, and it didn't make any sense why she didn't die. I don't know if that was fixed in this version. But it seems that she might survive, unfortunately. So yeah, be prepared for the worst. Keeping Aerith alive would probably be the worst case scenario. Maybe I should like do actually options here, because I'm not speedrunning this. I could like choose interesting text dialogue options. I wonder if there's new ones. So, I could buy a flower, but should I do that? I mean, a gill? Nope.
Who do you want to date? That's the main question.
Well, if I get Jaffe early, most likely Jaffe, of course. But I haven't really made a plan for this playthrough yet.
Do you reckon his SegaChief has made any changes to the date, or that would just be...
I don't
guess it's
think
just the
so,
same?
actually. I don't think so, no. I mean, I could just look into the game files and find out.
If he did mod him, it would be interesting. Like, what if Cloud took Palmer on a day? That would,
Yeah.
I'd do that.
I think there's a YouTube
No, I
channel
wouldn't
that did
understand.
those date ideas, but it just became inactive. There's like a YouTube channel that has like different date setups, like Cloud and Sephiroth and Sid, and really interesting interesting scenarios.
Well, yeah, I suggested Palmer because he's on your screen layout there. So
I can't
I
actually
mean,
see
even,
my
even
layouts.
Elena.
Did I? Oh. Yeah, I think Palmer's on it, but I'm not entirely sure. You know, there was a time in history when I cosplayed for Cloud for like several minutes, and on unrelated notes. Also in this mods, you know, in the PC version normally the models have like gaping open mouth holes, but in this
lewd,
yeah.
lewd.
you can't just call everything lewds. Maybe they have like respiratory
Well, when you're
problems.
talking about gaping open mouth holes, then I certainly can use the term lewd.
Well, it's just your crude and lewd interpretation of what I say. But maybe they have just respiratory problems. But in this mod, they have like no mouth hole visible. It's like they have some kind of weird human centipede operation on their mouth, like closed shut or something. Isn't it just even more weird that they have no
Slightly weird. I've never heard of such a thing though.
of what exactly?
If you think about it,
Centipede
this
style.
doesn't.
So
Wow, I
nice.
just messed up the Jesse skip, even though it doesn't really matter. But never mind.
Well, if you think about it, the open gaping mouth hole isn't necessary because there's no voice acting. It's all text. So
This is true.
why do they need open gaping lewd holes?
Maybe they just want to show that people in this world have mouths, and some people don't have mouths, and you know. I personally believe that you as Americans don't have mouths, and our education over here should help the US and should help the Iraq, so we can build a better
Are you
future.
trying to say? Are you trying to say Americans?
we can't be offended because like you're Australian and I'm.
That was a reference. I guess you didn't get it because you don't really know pop culture, but if you didn't understand what I was saying, you should be ashamed of yourself.
What was the reference to though?
It's quite crude and lewd.
Yeah, I still think that. You weren't. I know when you came to my stream when I was doing the Dark Souls 3 stuff.
There was
There
was a YouTube video.
Sell out.
There's yeah, sell out.
There's a
there are these dog things that have like this giant gaping hole, or many gaping holes.
I see. Anyway, there's a YouTube video that you can find if you Google something like Miss Teen South Carolina, and it's rather hilarious.
Oh, is that the really like stupid? Which just ask questions and it's like the really ridiculous answers.
Yeah, but she's
There's
particularly...
loads of them. I saw one from Texas, some Miss Texas or something. Like,
Well, Miss Teen South Carolina was asked why recent polls showed that like a fifth American or something, they can't locate the US on a world map. And she was asked why she thinks that is, and she said that they probably don't have maps, so they can't locate the US on the world map. It was a rather silly question, but also her answer was rather silly. And I don't know, it just went viral, I think, at one point. And
Yes. Several of them. I think there was one for like Miss Universe or something. One of the American.
I have no idea. I just know that this is Miss Teen South Carolina, and it's very funny.
But it's Miss Teen, so it's gonna be even worse, right?
Yeah, I mean, I guess once beauty pageant contestants get a bit older, they also get a bit, I don't know, more outspoken and able to actually talk. But I guess she
but
wasn't at
doesn't
that
mean
point
what
yet.
They are saying is worthwhile hearing.
So-
they're still just
What should I even call Tifa? I'm out of names. I should have probably...
just call her garbage.
I could do that, that's a great idea. I will do that. Isn't it like, I don't know... I don't really know like how my choices appear to the outside world, I mean... I don't know.
Well,
I
I
might-
mean, anyone who knows anything about Final Fantasy VII speedrunning knows that.
Yeah. I'm gonna call her garbage with no offense. I just saved it. There you go. She's garbage, no offense.
Shouldn't have been garbage, NO.
Garbage what?
N-O?
No.
It's garbage no, but it means garbage no offense.
Well, you just have to say it once. You don't have to like remind people all the time that you're not defending them. Just say it once and you're fine.
Well, I was gonna say something that I decided I wasn't gonna say, but I guess I'll say it now because I can say no offense and you can't get offended. I was just gonna say, like, it seems like most, the majority of American people like don't really have any intelligence whatsoever until they get into their like mid-20s.
That's
No
interesting.
offense, but you know, IQ level of like 2.
Hey Kaguya. Well, why would you assume that I'm calling her garbage just because she's a woman? That's what you interpret. I didn't say that. I mean,
He didn't even say woman.
yeah. I mean, that's very sexist of you to think so. You should be ashamed of yourself.
I am ashamed of myself daily. That's a different topic. Also, did you make the overlay?
Yes. Do you want to know how long it took me?
Yeah, sure.
About 7 minutes.
Damn.
Did you expect that?
I thought it would have taken longer because that cropping on Vincent's hair is spectacular.
Yeah, I took a lot of hard decision making into that.
I never noticed that the multiple tentacles actually end like that in the game. Like they're red.
Yes.
I never really paid attention to it.
Anyway, I think I could have skipped this flashback, but because I didn't read the text, I didn't read that I could skip it. So there's that.
Does this not have a 2x speed mode?
No. Also, I'm just noticing that my laptop has a really dirty screen. I don't know, I think I ate oranges earlier, and there's orange juice over my screen. That is like crystallized now. Like coagulated orange juice on my laptop screen.
It's probably tastier because it has like the smell particles.
It's kind of messy. You shouldn't like eat in your own house. Always go to your neighbor's house if you want to eat something. So there are
Can you
laptop
just eat out
screens.
the window?
Well, that's advanced strategies. I don't really partake in those all the time.
No, I sometimes do that when I'm eating crack because I just eat them out the windows when I get crumbs.
Just like when you like use your computer for too long, it just gets dirty and
I cleaned my screen at the beginning of this year, but it's absolutely filthy now.
I mean it's even worse like if your keyboard is like used. I only really clean it if I like have my computer running, so I can't actually turn off my keyboard because it's like attached to my laptop. So like whenever I clean my keyboard, I have to like make sure that I'm like not some kind of Twitch chat, because I might just post random numbers and letters and it might seem like
I
spamming.
never clean mine when my laptop's on. I literally turn it off if I want to clean it.
Yeah, I mean that's a great idea, but you have to actually make the decision, and usually I don't make that decision. I only feel like cleaning my laptop if it's like on. So
Yeah, I get that. Like, oh, I need to clean this keyboard. I better make sure I do that when I turn my laptop off. And then, like, my
yeah,
laptop's like,
that is already
oh,
quite
yeah, I
smart
should
of you.
clean my keyboard.
You know, it's actually quite neat. Now that I have like this really loud overlay with people talking to me all the time, sometimes on YouTube you get like claims on like your content because of audio stuff. You know, it seems like there's this new emerging thing that people write like they have like remixes of like FF7 or just FF songs in general that use like the original audio content and just have like some variations, and if you like get those matched, it's annoying to like claim that you don't actually use them. So it's good to like talk all the time because you don't get flagged in that case. And it's like always like false positive matches. Like I get all kinds of really strange music content that is not even on my videos. Like some kind of web video on FF7 Don Corneo. It's really just silly.
One of my very first uploads onto YouTube got a strike claim saying that it had a share song on there, but it really doesn't. Like, there's no music whatsoever.
Yeah, YouTube is really has a really shitty system of how it does that.
They're changing it, right? You know.
No, they're not changing anything. Unless it's for the
Did you
worse.
hear about the thing? But they're not getting rid of the copyright thing, but they're using a new system for it.
Really? What is the new
They're
system?
going to be. I don't know. They just changed. They just said that they're going to remove the old.
Interesting. So at this point I could like buy stuff and I could get even more poor. But has anyone ever actually played this mod recently and knows what I should do? Because
How
obviously,
much damage does the grenade even do in this?
yeah, I don't really know that either. I'm confused with this mod.
Can you not? You can run back out and go to like train graveyard.
I'm not entirely sure. Maybe I should save first. This is actually special. I think I haven't seen that. In the I don't know. I mean, I normally don't go here, so I wouldn't know.
That fancy text with the rainbow flashing colours.
It seems very like SegaChief. SegaChief likes flashy colors.
He's colorblind.
I might have to confirm that with him first, but I'm sure he has some kind of color issue. No offense.
No. It does seem like, yeah, like I can't really differentiate between the brown color of Barrett's jacket and his being brown. And it looks like he just used the same color.
Why am I even reading this stuff? Nothing is happening here, I'm not sure.
You know this is just tutorials, right?
Yes, I know that, but I thought maybe I could like a secret prize or something, but...
Well, I mean, this girl's turning into some other girl.
A ghost, a witch. But she doesn't even have a vacuum cleaner or a broomstick.
But she has green hair. Maybe
Well-
it's really
Maybe she's the Hulk. I'm gonna leave this place now. Oh, I should go. Is there like something upstairs? I mean, I haven't really played this game like
just
unconstrainedly in a long time.
If you rent out to stay the night, it's just the bed or something.
Yeah, I think like on eBay you can still get a lot of money for like unopened FF7 boxes and just also guides and stuff. So I mean, they obviously they become rarer as time goes on.
Did Kaguya really just say that the Final Fantasy VII PAL cover is worse than the PTSD version? Like, we have the official Final Fantasy like emblems and just Final Fantasy like playing all our games, which is much better than puke splattered covers. of
So
PTSD
should I
games
buy
with
grenades?
shoved-
Excuse me.
Well, I don't know. You should test one. I would buy one and then go to train graveyard.
I feel like I have to waste all my money on grenades, but I mean, if I do that, won't the world just know that I just spent my money on grenades? Like, how do I make it so that the world realize that this mod is a poverty mod and not I just spend all my money on garbage?
I have a phone call. What up? Nothing bad. I was at school just looking at some work stuff.
You should turn off your volume.
What do you do?
I guess I'm just gonna buy grenades later. Anyway. You know, I think later in the mods you can actually have a shortcut here. You can go to War Market from here. Which you can't do in the original game, so that's interesting. But I think I'm not gonna buy anything right now. I'm just I have restore. I could give that to someone. And yeah, you get interesting material in this mod. You get like cover already and enemy away, and also sense. But I don't really know what to do with it yet, so I'm just gonna keep everything unchanged. I mean, as I said earlier, this is actually my third time playing this mod. I played 2 earlier versions of it. this is the latest version. This is version 1.4, and I'm not quite sure what was changed exactly, but I felt it. I could just maybe try it again and see how I like it this time.
I'm sorry for that rude interruption and listening to my awful telephone ring sound.
You have an interesting mobile phone sound. Is that like a mobile phone or what was that?
That's not a mobile phone.
Oh,
It's a home phone. It is
Yeah.
mobile, though, it's wireless.
I have no idea. Just had a little interesting ringtone.
Yeah, it's not quite the Nokia ringtone. It's something.
I mean, I stopped using ringtones because I don't know. I just use vibration now, and I don't know. It seems less disruptive to the outside world.
Yeah. I prefer it to be more disruptive. Like, I haven't had a phone for a while now, but when phones first started having MP3s on them, just like put some really heavy metal as my ringtones.
Well, I had
My phone
for some
just,
time.
like,
I used to use FF sounds. You know, like notifications. I had like the different victory themes and stuff, but I don't know. It just became kind of obnoxious, so I just stopped using it
I had
altogether.
it on my Skype. You know,
Oh.
on Skype you can edit all the
Interesting.
sounds to whatever you want.
Yeah, you can post links here,
so,
I
like,
think.
You should be able to.
Oh really? I mean, you can. I know you can. You can customize your Skype sounds, but I think nobody ever actually bothered with it.
Yeah, I did. I downloaded like all the MIDI files for Final Fantasy VII, 8, and 9, and
Hey, wait, Mystic.
and
I still know your
new-
secret name, by the way, but
Wait,
you
wait,
know.
Mystic has a secret name.
well, he told me his first name, and I still remember it. But I don't know if I should share it with the
It's so
world.
secretive. Do you even remember what my first name is?
Did you actually tell me that?
Well, I mean, it's before I changed it to OCT. Oh no, it's still a note here. So like, it's kind of everybody just mentions it a lot, especially when I'm streaming. Like, I know you just lurk in there, but most
Oh.
people
Yeah, I
by
think
my
I think I
real
know
name.
what it is, but it seems like a shortcut for something else,
Well, yeah.
an abbreviation
maybe
of.
a shortcut for something else. the longest version of that abbreviated name.
I see.
If you know what the, I think it's the longest version.
Anyway, so maybe I should equip something here.
You did try the grenades. Did you buy like 30
I
grenades?
actually bought no grenades yet. I'm gonna buy several
Did
later.
you buy one?
I bought 0 exactly.
I thought you had one.
No, I bought nothing. So I'm just gonna quick look at my stats, and you can see that they're like all over the place. Like Barrett's magic is 9, which is very low, but Cloud's magic is 30, and you know, this mod is actually much more unbalanced in a way. Not a bad thing. FF7 normally is actually extremely balanced. Like characters' stats don't really matter so much because they're all fairly even. I mean, there's differences and stuff, but they're comparatively balanced. But in this mod, everything is just more unbalanced. Like characters become more customized and more like a class kind of type. So that's actually what this mod does. It just makes the game in a way more unbalanced. In an interesting.
So this is Final Fantasy VII Zodiac job system.
I don't know if I would say that, but something like that.
I mean, it's still. I think in the earlier stages of the game, in like vanilla Final Fantasy VII, it matters a little bit, but not that much. I mean,
So-
like, 'cause Aerith has garbage strength, and
Yeah,
Barrett still has garbage magic.
also sense gives you a dexterity bonus of 2. It's not really much, but there's like a point to actually equipping sense now because it increases your stats slightly.
What does Dexterity even do in this game?
It's speed. It's how fast your ATB charges. And Tifa's is actually very high, it's 44, but Barrett's is like 8, which is ridiculously low. So this is actually quite interesting. And she
He
also
has
has,
higher magic than Dexterity.
yeah.
Why is Cloud's stats like so high on everything?
Well, he's just kind of balanced. I don't really know what you would call his type. A paladin? A hobo? I'm not sure.
Sexual.
But something. Oh, you actually recognize my my Twitch moderator icon? Can you make a guess as to what it's supposed to be? And please don't say
Guess what it is. He'll be the only person other than me that actually knew what it was.
please don't say spider web. It's not a
Okay.
spider web.
Right, everybody says spiderweb.
No. People who just have no eyes say spiderweb. Yeah, it's a custom beta Twitch. Not beta Twitch, but a Frank Face the emote.
Frankers.
You can't edit it with you can't edit it with beta Twitch, you need Frank Face Z. You need to actually be a FFZ donator or donor. You need to donate your FFZ to science to get that option.
Do they have a minimum donation for it? Is it like $5?
Yeah, $5. So it seems everyone who did that donated exactly $5.
I mean, for you that's fine, that's just one sub. But I have 2 friends of mine that they're not partners, and they have friends donated to get more shit in their stream.
I don't even know if I should kill these enemies right now, but I'm just gonna see.
Can't you just, what can you, oh, you don't have steel.
I mean, I'm guessing I'm just gonna grind a little bit more.
Probably just the same as standard though, right? They probably just drop you a load of ethers.
Metallica is Finnish. What exactly is Finnish in Metallica? I just got spiderwebs interesting.
Probably. See, Metallic guy had no respect. I mean, you were like, I'm not gonna say Red Mystic's real name just in case Metallic comes straight out and just starts posting his name in chat.
I mean, apparently Finnish and Ukrainian are like the only European languages that have like basically nothing in common with the other languages.
They're quite low. I can't actually up anything any louder because, like, everything's maxed out.
Yeah, I guess we just have to listen to you
Yeah.
very carefully.
Because I guess you clicked on my name and put my volume.
Yeah, it's already maxed.
Yeah. I don't know why it's so quiet though.
I don't
'Cause
really know
I changed my
either.
settings in Discord and put it up to max, and then I actually went to like my mic things on my desktop and put the volume boost and everything up to max.
Well, that's too bad, but you know, life is sad and all that, so just get to
It's pretty depressing.
yeah, you'll learn to just overcome this. But anyway, why am I even pausing the game? I'm not sure. Just had to check something. Anyway, I actually like this part of the game, art style wise. This is like, I don't know, some kind of spooky place. You can't even see like the bottom of the screen. It's like an endless pit. It looks kind of like Star Wars in some way, but I like this. I mean, it's not very exciting. Yeah, it's not really exciting gameplay wise, but I like this art style.
Looks like some sort of like Russian nuclear factory.
Kinda, I like that. I've never been inside of a nuclear reactor, but I don't know. Seems like a nice place for like, I don't know.
Yeah, I haven't either, but I'd imagine this is what a Russian nuclear reactor looks like.
Seems like a good place for, I don't know, weddings and such, maybe funerals or birthday parties. I mean, when I was a child, I had one birthday party at McDonald's, and I guess in retrospect, I would have rather had it in like a nuclear reactor than a McDonald's, but I guess my parents didn't really have one close to them, so they couldn't really
Did
force
they?
me.
I mean, over here, there's McDonald's everywhere, but only one of our McDonald's when I was a child had this. They actually had people who dressed up like McDonald's and McDonald's and stuff.
I see.
And I had a birthday party there once. I think it was like my 7th birthday or something. When I turned 7. They had a hamburger and that big purple dude.
Well, if you have like an actual McDonald's birthday party, you get there and you actually like are allowed to make your own hamburger and stuff. And
we weren't allowed to do that.
yeah, we also got like a special McDonald's birthday cake.
Oh yeah, I got a special cake. And they shut off the whole like upstairs area, which has like the ball pit and stuff.
Interesting.
They have a fancy ball pit.
I don't think there is such a thing as speedrun with level 99 characters, at least not for FF7, but you could make one, I guess. You know, you can always just make your own speedrun categories. You can always like make a new one. But I don't think it's a thing right now. Anyway, I know there's a boss or like a mid, some kind of what do you call like a lesser boss? I don't know.
A lesser boss? You just call them mini boss?
Yeah, I guess mini boss. That might be the term to use. There's like a mini boss coming up because I remember that from last time I played this mods, and I don't want to die, so I'm gonna save like. I probably should use all the save points anyway.
So was that the end of the story? Just that you had a birthday party?
Yeah, I don't even know why I'm telling you of my tragic
I mean, you
birthday
said you
parties.
had several new stories to tell us, but I don't know.
Yeah, but I can't tell them all at once, otherwise I'm running out of spooky stories, am I?
Well, I don't know how are you planning to stream until it.
Well,
becomes light
spooky
again,
stories
then
are quite a scarce goods. I can't just, you know, throw them away like, you know, like stuff that you throw away like, you know, I only have so
I
many.
don't feel like I don't feel like a spooky story would be appropriate now anyway because it's
Yeah,
so
it's
bright
too soon.
outside.
I mean, somebody's probably from another place where it's dark outside still already, but I'm gonna reveal them later.
Japan and Australia.
Probably also the US. These parts of it.
I don't think. I think it would still be light by
What
now.
about Alaska?
Even in the places that are 7 to 8 hours. Yeah, it'd still be light.
I think there was.
Canada might be some parts of Canada.
I think in the old version they look different. Those enemies. They have like a little
Those green
backpack. Can you
ones?
see that? The green ones have like a little backpack. I wonder what's in the
Yeah.
backpack. Like they look actually kind of cute, like
Is
school
it a
children.
backpack or a jetpack? Or is it a fancy cape?
Looks like some kind of jetpack slash backpack, and it looks like some kind of school children backpack. What do you call those things in English? Those school backpacks where you have like your book in and I don't know,
I either
stuff.
call them backpacks or rucksacks.
Rucksacks. Oh, they look kind of like that. Maybe they have to attend school later.
Rucksacks. It's like R-U-C-K, not rack. Rucksack.
There's actually also a German word, but you just say it a bit differently.
What, rucksack is?
Yeah, exactly like that actually.
What does it mean?
It means rucksack, the same.
It actually means the same. Well, yeah, I guess that's where we stole the term from then. We probably stole it, because I mean, we do steal a lot of German words.
Yeah, seems so.
Well, I mean, you stole pretty much all of ours, so you know. Well, I shouldn't say steal, it's more like England enforced all their words upon the rest of the world. Because that's the thing we do.
So they have like a lot of HP it seems, and maybe I should heal. Before it's too late.
You're gonna do over 200 damage. What did? 258.
I should probably heal with Barrett because he deals the least damage.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like, Barrett's stats, like his stat stats is just garbage.
Yeah, he's like a defensive guy, but he's not really useful in any other regards.
He's not really that much more defensive than Barrett.
mean, also this mod has a lot of status effects in it. Like, you've only been poisoned several times and stuff, so that's actually always quite interesting.
Yeah, like when's the first point you get introduced to poison in the main game? It's not until like
It's
I think not until you get on the ship.
yeah, it's definitely much later.
The things.
I think this is going better though. I mean, I don't know if it's because the mod was made easier, if I'm just more prepared. I don't know if like I don't know, but I'm doing much better than I.
Last time you literally ran to the guard scorpion and got
Yeah, that could be the
blinded
case.
or whatever, killed it, and then you ran again to like the next.
I'm
boss
not
and
quite sure, but I seem like way better prepared now, which is really surprising.
I think it seems like we started with more items in this time around. Anyway. I'm pretty sure
That could
last
be
time
it.
you only had like 5 potions and 1.
I actually don't remember, but
Yeah.
I feel
I'm
that
pretty
many.
sure there was less.
I feel like many hardcore mods, as I guess they get like new versions, they just always like become easier because the audience becomes bigger, and you know, if you like have a bigger audience for like your bosses, for your mods, you have just essentially you have like people who want the mod to be easier. So usually
Well, I've heard the first version of Gajuro's mod was just like stupidly hard.
yeah, you couldn't essentially beat the mods.
It was just like unfair.
Yeah.
Just completely unfair. But it didn't seem like the last version, is the 1.35 version or whatever, was that difficult.
I mean, I actually
It just
like your
required you to
hardcore
actually
mods,
deal with it.
but I actually I didn't play the first version, but I played a very early version of it, and I think it was in 2011 or so. And essentially, you couldn't beat the game, or like, you literally just couldn't even beat the mods. It was just, it wasn't even hard. It was just kind of pointless.
FF8 Platinum. You know, I have an original Black Label version of 7, 8, and 9, and 10, and 12. And I guess if you class the Origins and Anthology and FF6 PlayStation versions, Black Label,
It's funny how
yeah.
in this version, if you don't actually time the button pressing close enough, you still get it. That's funny. I think that wasn't in the last version.
I wonder where that's probably a gripe that SegaChief has. He just hates that section because he always
That could be the reason.
make it easier. Actually, when I got this on PS4, like the PC port or whatever, I was playing it, I kind of got stuck here for it. Like I couldn't time it at all. I messed it up like 30 times.
Interesting.
I actually got upset and turned the game on.
Yeah, let's sort of win battles until I get to the boss. What is the button? Oh yeah, that's quite useful actually. That also wasn't in the last version. You couldn't kind of win battles just by a button press. But I kind of like this feature. But
It is a cool feature.
it seems almost like cheating.
Well, it is, but I mean, you have that on PC and it's on the PS4 PC port.
Yeah.
So
This seems like too
it's
powerful.
kind of commonplace now.
It seems so powerful though to give you the ability to just remove battles entirely. That's you like.
Yeah, well, at least it's not fucking God mode like they have on the PC port PS4 version.
That's true, I guess.
Like, why? I don't see why that's a thing. Like, why is God mode a thing?
Well,
Okay, you get 3 times speed, which is like useful, and you can turn random counters off. That's useful.
anyway, I'm gonna fight Airbuster, and I already know he's gonna look terrible. I guess he's like pink or brown or something. Actually, I think he's like orange. Yeah, I wasn't too off. He looks like some kind of malted steak. Like somebody tried to eat him, but he wasn't quite well done enough yet.
Yeah, and like someone's spilled some blue cheese on it. Or he's like part submarine, part steak.
He looks weird. Let's just keep it there.
I get this feeling that that SegaChief has this weird color issue with brown, where it doesn't look brown.
He doesn't even look brown in the battle. I mean, in the field,
Oh yeah, like why?
he was brown,
Why does he look
and
so
now he's like
brown?
grey or turquoise.
Yeah.
That is quite silly, I must say. And maybe I should have like grinded for limit breaks, but I guess it's too late now.
Yeah, Chrono never got power. Never ever. But yeah, Final Fantasy VI does have a PAL, or not PAL, but just like PS1 version. You have Origins, which is Final Fantasy 1 and 2 with FMVs and stuff. And then you have Anthology, which is 4 and 5, and then 6 is its own release. But they're all just like remastered, have FMVs and stuff in them. And I think there's some rebalancing done as well.
Interesting. I already have cross slash and then break. That's interesting. Oh, and she's asleep. Yeah, I mean, you really get a lot of status effects with this mod.
There's a bunch of changes to what statuses do as well. The way they act, whether it's like a self-buff, a debuff. Pretty much all of them work differently in this mod, right?
Yeah, I
The way
guess so.
barrier and magic barrier stuff works different.
You know, I feel like I'm doing much better in this battle still. I think when I last played this mod, I died several times here, and I haven't actually died yet. So, except for that one time when I died on purpose.
I don't know if he made the boss or anything easier, or whether just the rebalancing of stats on characters.
Yeah, I feel like, as I said, it's always as like if the mod's version progresses, stuff just gets easier. Yeah, I didn't buy any grenades.
Animation he put on that attack, though.
I didn't buy grenades yet. I waited because I didn't want to spend my money on grenades.
What is Chronicles? I can't even remember what FF Chronicles is.
Maybe he means Crystal Chronicles. Do you know that game? Oh, he has Reflect on. I didn't even notice that. I think I'm gonna die. This sucks. Well, so much about how this battle didn't suck.
Well, I mean, you only buffed him like 540 health.
Well, it was good until it lasted. For how long it lasted, but I think it's over now.
Oh, they're gonna wake up because...
Yeah, but they're gonna be dead then. It doesn't really matter.
Well, you have 5 Phoenix now.
Well, I saved like all the time, so it's not really an issue. It's just, you know... I should expect that. I mean, this is not quite a hardcore mods, but it does make the game harder, so...
More of a DLC expansion.
Yeah, I should expect dying. It's, you know, something you should really expect. Also, why did Tifa not die? I'm not sure. She got like revived 1 HP or something. That's interesting.
Well, she never actually died. Like, it went down to 0, but it stayed on yellow.
I'm not sure what it was.
I don't know if that's a bonus.
But something spooky happens.
I never completed SF1 or 2.
Maybe I should sense the enemy.
Silence him?
Sense him. Just so I
sense
know.
him.
I just know what I'm doing, but you know, I don't
Maybe
really like
it'll tell you
sense.
what colour he is.
I feel sense is just a waste of stuff, so I'm not gonna do that.
It was one of the materials I never really, not just materials, but something that's in FF games that I just never really utilised. I mean, I guess if you're really struggling with a boss, like you just can't seem to do any damage, so it'd be helpful to see some stats on it.
Yeah.
I've never used it in any FF game. Like I've never had the need where I've had to look at like how much HP.
Oh, so how much HP does this thing have? Shouldn't have died by now.
Well, you've only done like 5,000 damage to it.
I feel I should have done enough by now.
It's probably got like 8, 9,000.
I'm not gonna censor it. Sensing is a waste of stuff. I mean, I don't like sense. I'm not gonna use sense, I'm sorry. Also, it's dead, so there you go. I didn't even die, that's...
I mean, it's called sense, so that means you're using your senses, right? Which means you're smelling it, you're licking it, touching it.
Well, I'm really surprised I didn't die yet. Like, I was expecting to die here, but I didn't even die. I feel like this mod has gotten like too easy now. I guess I'm just speaking really too soon, but... I mean, I'm sure
Yeah,
I'm gonna die somewhere, but...
Why don't you try fighting Midgazolem?
Well, I can do that later. But I have to go there
I don't
first.
think it's gonna be a fight, you're probably just gonna get one shot.
Something like that, yeah. I assume so, but...
Will, do you think Beta will still crash the game?
Yes, because I don't think SegaChief added the animation. You know, beta crashes the game with the PC version because of its
But
animation.
is that actually what causes it, though? Is it
Yeah.
just the animation of it that actually
It's the
causes
animation,
it?
yes.
I mean, I know because the animation cancelling it obviously doesn't.
Exactly. I mean, serval animation in the PC version crashed the game, not just beta, but also system and breaks.
Yeah.
He has 2 of them that can crash the game, so you should never use system and breaks. They have like those fancy transparency, and they just mess with the game. They don't really work. So
There must be like a loading thing when it loads the first part of the animation or something.
I'm not really sure what, but they have like some kind of fancy transparency, and that's what is the issue.
Oh yeah, actually thinking about it, all the ones that do crash do have a fancy transparency to them.
Exactly.
That's kind of weird.
You know, you could just change the animation, but there only are so many unique animations, so I would have to like use a different animation twice, and that's kind of
You could do
sad.
it probably without changing the animation though. You could. There's probably something inherent in the code that causes it.
Yeah, but I don't really know if you can edit the animation so easily. If SegaChief would do that.
Well, yeah, you'd have to pinpoint exactly what it is, and considering that fucking Square
Yeah.
Enix haven't done shit to fix it, I highly doubt anyone else is gonna dig through all the...
So I have to actually
find
give
out what-
Eric a name right now, and I still not sure. Didn't I like call it something like Slum Drunk or something last time?
Yeah, slum drunk. You could call her flower bum.
I don't know. I feel like I need to step up my naming game. I should
don't
go
really
for
like
something
naming the
unexpected and war and stuff, and I don't know. Something.
Like menstruation.
Is that war and unexpected?
Yeah. I would say it's slightly raw and unexpected. It might be slightly offensive though, so you might want to put no offense.
Is menstruation offensive to mention? How is it even offensive?
I don't know if it's offensive.
I don't
think
really.
It's a topic that people generally
I see.
open to discussing.
I see. Interesting. I didn't really see that until you mentioned it.
Just do the common name of I'm gonna die. Anyway, that phone call was the phone call of semi-importance of actually having to leave for like 20 minutes, but I've still been here just talking garbage, so I should probably stop doing that. Otherwise
Well.
I'll end up like you and not wash my face until like 20
You mean
minutes
brush your teeth?
later. I mean, brush my face.
Good luck on that.
Comb my mustache.
Yeah, that's important.
It's important.
So
I'll
I'm
never
gonna
find
give her a
it like
name in your absence. I can do it.
Okay,
Good
I'll
luck.
come back and yeah, I'm gonna leave now and then come back and find out what it is.
That's not a name. I think also that doesn't actually fit. Menstruation is too many letters, unfortunately, so we can't do that.